I would like to thank Craig J for sending me this story where it is coming out of Georgia. This woman right here, his name is Amelia Ressler, and she basically filmed herself masturbating in the classroom filled with a bunch of young kids. And when I say young, I mean young. They're pretty much all under the age of 10. And they said that the classroom she was in had about 19 kids. Let's get into it. Ashley Halsey from Carroll County Sheriff's Office said, it appears she was masturbating while the classroom was filled with it was appears she was masturbating while the classroom was full of kids. We obtained video evidence because she videoed herself and disseminated it, and we were able to get a hold of that evidence. A substitute teacher filmed herself masturbating in a classroom filled with 7 and 8-year-old children. Amelia Ressler, age 30, is said to have filmed the sex act inside of a classroom where 19 children were present at Mount Zion Elementary School in Carroll County, Georgia, and she was arrested Friday. Ressler's alleged sex tape is said to have been spotted online by a concerned local who told school bosses, who in turn contacted the local sheriff's office. It is unclear if any of the youngsters saw what Ressler allegedly did or realized what she was up to. Halsey said news of the alleged sex tape had caused mental anguish to children and parents affected. She added that the sheriff's office had worked hard to have it wiped from the internet as quickly as possible while bringing charges against Halsey. One mother called Nicole, whose daughter was in the second grade classroom at the time, told Fox 5, my daughter had been bragging about the substitutes, said they were having lots of fun. They played lots of games. Nicole, who knew Ressler from her own school days, added she graduated about the same time we did, so it just seems worse. Ressler had been charged with 19 counts of child molestation, 1 count for each child who was in the room while she is said to have shot the video. This is a sick woman. She masturbated in front of all these kids and recorded herself doing it, and the kids apparently are in the frame while she's doing it. So it looks like she's masturbating and getting horny around children. But see, here's the thing. They're going to try to bury this story. What did I tell y'all about when it comes to women and child molestation and sexual assault and being sexual deviancy against children? They will try to bury it. Now, had this been a male teacher that did this, this would have been all over the news. If it wasn't for people sending me these stories, I would never hear about it. And I bet you it probably touched local news for just a little bit, and then it fades into obscurity. I can't tell you how many stories I've done just in the last couple of months about females messing with children or doing something inappropriate involving their bodies around children. This woman had the nerve to record herself masturbating in the classroom around underage children, and I mean extremely underage, while recording herself do it. And apparently, I don't know if the children were in the shot or whatever, but the children were definitely present when she did this. I'm like, you could easily just go home or be at home and masturbate in the comfort of your own home where there's no one else there but you, if you live alone. Like, how is that so hard? Are you that horny? Or excuse yourself on your break and, I don't know, go to your car or something. But to do it in the classroom, she basically acted like an exhibitionist, which is basically someone who finds sexual pleasure just anywhere they are, but they basically find sexual pleasure when there's people around. It's the risk of maybe engaging in the sexual intercourse or masturbating in public while people are around. And that's what the vibe she gives off to me. But the thing is, she was in the classroom, she was at work, and she was around children. That makes it worse. It is unclear how long she had been working at the school for before the incident came to light. She had been booked into the Carroll County Jail, with detectives continuing their investigation. There's nothing really more to continue. The woman is sick. She found pleasure in pleasuring herself in front of children and had no shame of doing it. And speaking of how long she's worked there, the better question is, how long has she been doing this? Because I wouldn't be surprised, and this is not the first time she's done this. But it's the fact that she got caught this time. Like I said, she could have went into the privacy of her own home and did this, but she decided to do it at work, which was already dumb enough, and to do it in front of kids, which at its core is one of the worst things you can do. And imagine your kids coming home and telling you that, and they're saying that they're having lots of fun and they're playing games, and you find out that the substitute teacher is pleasuring herself and recording herself in front of the children. So you're going to ask yourself, what kind of games are you playing with these kids? but they're probably not going to talk about it this much. We know Me Too ain't going to say shit about it because she's a PC person and she's a woman. That's two things that's working in her favor. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, make sure you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video.